Hello YouTube, and I always want to say and welcome back, but this is VEDA, day 26. We're almost done with VEDA, and I'll probably try to vlog every day in May, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss a few days because my cousin and my sister are getting married. Like, not to each other, just they're both having their wedding in May. I think 2 weeks apart. But anyways, so VEDA's almost over, and it's kind of sad because I know that there are a lot of vloggers that will mostly just vlog every day for April. Like, they don't daily vlog unless it's VEDA or something. So it's kind of sad that they'll stop vlogging. But, I mean, I lazy vlog, so it's not the same. I know that they actually record in public sometimes, or they just record a lot of their day and then have to edit the boring parts out, which I, I wouldn't. I don't want to edit, not necessarily because I I am bored, or not bored. I am lazy, but that's not why I don't want to edit. It's because I don't want it to seem like I'm leaving something out or twisting my own words or something, which I'm sure isn't a very big problem with a lot of people, but it's just a personal kind of pet peeve. I think when someone's quoting something from a story and then they have the dot 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 to sort of shorten the quote. So I always feel like, what if they said something important that kind of contradicts the meaning of that quote, or something like that. Um, but I'm sure, like I said, a lot of YouTubers only cut to make it more fast-paced or um, redo when they mess up saying something or something like that. Anyways, I uploaded an episode of Dungeon Defenders, and I didn't realize how quiet my audio would be because the game audio was higher or louder than my talking audio when I got into the really combat heavy parts, which is something that I didn't always think too much about because when I recorded my commentary different from the actual gameplay video, then I was able to kind of change the audio settings so that my commentary would be able to at least be heard. But now that I'm using Fraps, which I'm glad I'm using Fraps because then you can record it all as one video and I don't have to sync up the audio from the commentary to the game audio. But then again, I need to be sure that I'm actually speaking loud enough for you to hear me over the audio of the game, which I can just lower the volume on the game a little bit. What else? Hopefully, I'll try to upload a video of Dungeon Defenders at least 2 or 3 times a week. Most likely not every day, even though I'd like to do it every day. As far as other games, I'm probably going to wait a while after I'm getting into a steady schedule for Dungeon Defenders to start adding other games, either posting on the same days or posting on the days that I don't post Dungeon Defenders. And then again, I do want to get into music, but I want to practice enough to where I know I'll have enough songs known, like in my repertoire, to be able to post relatively consistently. And that I know will just be like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, but most likely only once a week. Yeah, Landon Austin is a musician that also vlogs occasionally, and he did a vlog where he answered this like MySpace survey, which I kind of wanted to do a reply to that because he said that if you made a video and then tweeted it at him, then he'd watch it. I thought, oh, that'd be cool, but it's already been a couple days, so I feel like if I did it now, it'd be just late and weird or something. Plus, then I wouldn't know if I want to make that an actual vlog or just a separate video. I think I'm gonna sneeze again. I don't think I'm sick. It's just dusty in my room because I don't dust. Because I never really see the dust. It's weird. I don't want to. I mean, I do kind of see the dust on my lamp right there, but I never want to clean if I can't tell that it's dirty. Like vacuuming, I can never tell when I have to vacuum because the carpet looks fine. But that's just me being lazy, I guess, and sloppy. Don't really have much to talk about. I was doing yard work earlier. I was trying to dig stuff up and move some rocks in the way of the fence so that no rabbits get through. Not that we have rabbits, just that there's a few rabbits in the neighborhood that meander about. And since I have dogs, we have to keep or make sure the rabbits don't get in with the dogs, because the dog will be dogs to the rabbit. And alright, in January when I started vlogging, I thought this is gonna be great. I'm gonna vlog and talk about my life and all that. Then January 2nd, I was walking my dogs, and I was walking them one by one. I'd already taken Sadie for a walk, and I was gonna take Casey for a walk. And I wasn't thinking very much, and when I was letting him out, my dog Rocco got out when he wasn't on a leash, and he just started running, and I again kind of panicked and wasn't thinking very much, and I should have put Casey back in the fence, close it, and then go get Rocco. But I was thinking, I can't lose him, I can't lose him out of sight, I can't do anything else, I just need to follow him. So I was following him, and I brought Casey along with me. And because Sadie is kind of a big dog, like fat, out of shape dog, I figured since she just walked, she'd want to just stay inside and be tired. But she ended up following me out there, which again should have been a sign for me to just take Casey and Sadie and put them back in the backyard, close the fence, and then go after Rocco. But I did not, and I regret not doing that, because then I was just slowly following Rocco, because I knew if he saw me running at him, he'd just run faster than me. So I was just kind of walking, hopefully faster than him, trying to catch up. And I eventually did catch him, but it was like way down the street and around the corner. And so I was grabbing him with one hand, had Casey with the leash on the other hand, and then Sadie was just walking behind us. And then there was a cat that was in its driveway, and Sadie saw it, and I knew what was going to happen. And Sadie started chasing after the cat, and the cat was, I later found out, the cat was pretty old already, so it didn't really run. And Sadie got to it, and I knew that as soon as Sadie ran after it, I ran after her, tried to yell at her to stop, and then all three dogs started attacking the cat, and I kept hitting them and telling them to stop, and doing whatever I could, even though, thinking back, I didn't do everything I could. I was calling out for help. Some cars drove by, and I called out for their help, but they kept going. And after about a minute, I think, the dogs finally stopped attacking the cat, because the cat was pretty hurt, and I eventually got them to move, and I was leading them back to my house. And on my way back to my house, the owner of the cat came outside, and I just, with my brother, because he finally came out, we both put the dogs away, and then I went back and talked to the owner, and the cat wasn't dead, but it was barely moving, and it was coughing up blood, and the owner was sad, but she understood that it was just an accident, and she wasn't like upset at me or anything, but I felt really terrible, really horrible, and I just regretted all the things that I could have done but didn't, and it was just a really bad day for me, and I didn't think I would want to put that in a vlog, because I thought that was just some sad story that would just bum people out. And it's still hard for me to talk about, because I still feel really bad for it, even though it was 4 months ago, almost 5 months ago. And because I don't think I told like my dad exactly all the specific details the way I just explained it. I might have said it the way I just explained it, but whenever my dad talks about it to someone else just around me, not like saying anything bad about me or anything, but just saying basically what happened, he'll usually get some details wrong or kind of joke about it, and whenever he does that, it just brings up all the bad thoughts that I have, all the regrets, and it always makes me feel worse. But I know this is already a long vlog, and not really like good vlog etiquette to talk about such sad things. And I know not to take it too lightly, but it was just a cat, and it was just an accident. Like those things happen, but I always think back to that and think, oh well, if I could have done this, or I should have done that, or I could have just tried harder, or why did I even take the dogs for a walk? A million other things. But like I said, it's like 5 months, almost 5 months ago, so I should stop dwelling on that. And I guess as any kind of encouragement, if any of you have gone through a similar thing, I guess the only advice I could say is try to remember that it's not your fault, even if you think it is. Even if it really is, just it happened. There's nothing else you can do. It's gonna be okay. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.